Hey guys, it's me, Nova, the edgy karate guy, your Tekken buddy. I'm making this video to reconsider some previous statements I made about a very specific move in Tekken 8 Jin's move list. His newfound power, down 2. Turns out this move really wasn't the apocalyptical alien abomination I initially assessed. Don't get me wrong, this move still has a strong application. But like hell, this move has a general purpose poking application like a Brian Hatchet, for example. It really doesn't. And why it doesn't? It's simple. Jin's down 2 is not only reactable, but actually ultra reactable, like consistently reactable. And I'll bring you living unquestionable proof. And how did I come to that conclusion? It's simple. I had the opportunity to play Tekken 18 and I've seen it with my own eyes. As you know, I'm a Jin specialist. I usually mix up the timings from my lows by the extensive use of wave dashing, stance cancel loops, etc. It's not like I'm running into my opponent and throwing an obvious low. It's really not like that. I consistently mix up the timing of my lows along with the mids inside those stance cancel loops, etc. So what I mean is, I make my lows as difficult as possible to be reacted, because I mask their animations within different stance animations that are cancelled into one another. And still, my training partners were consistently reacting to it, and I was like, damn, like, can you please stop ducking? I'm making this shit as hard as possible for you, and you're still ducking it whenever I use it, and you still keep blocking my mids. So I said, alright, fuck it, let's see it for ourselves. Then I went to practice mode to actually see it for myself. And that was the result.
It's really not unlike Heihachi down back 2, and I'd say Heihachi down back 2, even though it's 1 frame slower, is still harder to react than Jin's down 2. The reason being, Heihachi has a perfect mix between down back 2 and back 2. They are perfect complements to each other because they are the exact same martial arts technique. A spinning Uraken Uchi, a spinning back fist. The difference being one is being aimed low, Gedan, and the other being aimed at the midsection, Chudan. What I mean is, if you could consistently react to Heihachi's down back 2, and God bless his soul, I really like the old man. If you could consistently react to his down back 2, and it's not hard to do so, you can damn well consistently react to Tekken 8 Jin's down 2.
Well, the verdict is, in a decent playable connection, this move does not exist as a poke. It simply does not exist, let alone offline. But it still has a very powerful, ultra-specific application to cover for a very specific identitarian Jin weakness he had since like forever before the introduction of this move in particular, as I discussed it previously in my Tekken 8 Jin breakdown.
Traditionally, Jin would always have extreme difficulties in getting inside an opponent. Since Jin's move list doesn't have built-in protection, built-in evasion on his moves, Jin would always, invariably lose when trying to get inside a knowledgeable opponent. An opponent who knew that if you beat Jin through the frame's mathematics, if you interrupt him attempting to get inside with jab strings, Magic 4, Steve back 1, Steve 1-1, and so on, Jin would always be killed when trying to get inside. The only possible answer Jin had for that was down 4, which rewards Jin with joke 11 damage, and Jin is negative on hit. Jin down 2 came exactly to mitigate and remedy this issue, this weakness he always had. The opponent tries to interrupt you and win the frame's mathematics through jab strings, G-cleft cannons, Magic 4s, Steve back 1, Steve 1-1, and you still get inside slashing from underneath. That is when Jin down 2 actually works. And if you manage to properly place it in this exact situation, the results are obviously devastating. And now that I've been able to play, now I realize this is the only actual application for this move. At least in high level Tekken, because in low level Tekken people won't react to this. So Jin players are able to abuse this move much more in this particular environment. That exactly being one of the reasons Jin's win rate rose so significantly in Tekken 8, exactly as I predicted it would. The statistic shows that Jin is not the character that absolutely loses the most in the Tekken franchise anymore. Once again, my predictions were correct, and it doesn't take a genius to understand how and why it happened. They wanted casuals to have at least a semblance of a fighting chance with Jin, instead of trying to get good with the character and losing again and again and again and again and again non-stop, until you simply change characters and start winning, or you give up on Tekken for good. This is really not the case anymore. Even though I may be a harsh critic of that, as people usually claim I'm an unapologetic elitist, no one can argue with facts. Jin became significantly more viable and efficient in the lowest and the intermediate levels of play, even though he became much more elitist in the highest levels of play because of frame perfect Zen cancel and what happened with the technique. Even so, I'll still retain the very same opinion. Jin's down 2 must be nerfed, because there's an elephant in the room that needs to be urgently addressed, which is Jin's down back 4. Jin's down back 4 must not remain the absolute pile of shit it is in Tekken 8. It was already the worst low from this category in Tekken 7. It was already the worst low, and it was made worse in Tekken 8. This is a travesty. It cannot stay like that. And if so does happen that Tekken 8 Jin's down 2 must be nerfed in order for Jin down back 4 to be properly fixed, not exactly on par with Kazuya's down back 4, but still made -12 on block, for God's sake, so be it. Nerf Jin's down 2. I don't give a damn. As long as Jin's down back 4 is fixed, for God's sake, Jin must be brought back to his Kyokushin Karate roots. Down back 4 must become his key low again. It can't stay as it is. This low cannot be -13, for God's sake. Anyone can see it. So, if a hypocrite keeps complaining about Tekken 8 Jin down 2, show him this video. And also tell him, skill issue. No, really, don't tell him. Don't be a dick and ruin a friendship, right? But still, if they complain about Jin down 2, show him the absolute state of Tekken 8 Jin's down back 4. And then compare this low, any low from this very same category. Any low. I dare you. If you can't see the elephant in the room, well, I really don't know what to tell you. And I guess that covers it, guys. If you like my Tekken content, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach 1000 followers. And I'm so grateful if you can help me reach this goal. Thank you so much for the support you guys give me. I really mean it. You guys are the best. We'll be seeing each other again. God bless.